Hello everyone, welcome back to All Correctly. So it is finally here, the episode that we have been waiting for 8 seasons long. The episode in which all is revealed. The cards are on the table, the secret is out. No need to remember what previously happened on the blacklist. Just forget everything that you knew before. It will be easy. This will be my season 8 episode 21 review episode of the blacklist, in which Elizabeth Keen learns the truth. It's going to get confusing, but I'll try my best. Let's get started, guys. So, as we saw in the previous episode, Raymond Reddington, aka James Spader, aka this guy, took Elizabeth Keen to a secret warehouse location, in which he revealed what exactly is the blacklist. Keep in mind that they are being chased by Neville Townsend through the attacker that Keen gave them. They enter the bunker and Raymond Reddington says that the blacklist is basically an intelligence gathering organization. Any kind of documents, secret messages between governments, leaders, all gathered and organized. In analog form, mind you, not digital. As we all learn today's world how important data is, so I guess they went in that too. Keep in mind, these people that you are seeing organizing all the information will die at the end of the episode. But just those who are not important, right? Yeah. And now, Raymond says, Elizabeth, stop. Then suddenly everything goes to slow motion. And I don't know, Keen goes into this hallucination mode where she starts seeing her mother, then her father, and then some more people. I can't explain why the writers thought that this would be the best way to reveal the truth. Maybe it was easy to see the truth hearing from their mouths themselves. So, the black and white story begins, and this lady here is Katerina Rostova, the mother of Elizabeth Keen. Good, one thing sorted out, right? Let's go. She was raised by a spy to be a spy. Her handler was Ivan Stepanov, chosen by her father. Keep in mind that Katerina was not enjoying this life, but she could go nowhere else. Her father picked the husband for her, and then he picked the unfaithful guy she would have to pretend fall in love with to again spy on, who is actually Raymond Reddington, the real biological father of Elizabeth Keen. Yep, this is him. Keep in mind that he is also kind of a spy or an agent, but he didn't know that Katerina was one. He didn't know that she was spying on him. And then Elizabeth Keen was born. Surprise, surprise. The twists go on. So Katerina lied to her husband that Keen was his child. Katerina vowed that she will protect her child no matter what. And this will form the real story of the blacklists. Soon we see that Raymond Reddington, aka the father of Elizabeth Keen, realizes that Katerina Rostova is actually a spy. But she was not the spy of KGB. That's what he initially thought. She was the spy of the Cabal, a much more bigger and dangerous organization, running circles around the whole world. Eventually, he was able to uncover a conspiracy theory on a global secret conspiracy that was supposed to be a secret. He created a proof in the fulcrum. She confronted Raymond about this, and this is where Raymond hides Elizabeth Keen inside that dresser. All those dreams that we have seen were about this. The night is finally here. Now, both the parents want Masha and both the parents want the fulcrum. Okay, so now this is kind of disturbing. Masha gets out of the dresser. She sees her parents fighting and she just wants them to stop, right? So there is a gun lying around. She picks up the gun. She is crying and screaming, but they don't stop. So she inevitably shoots. And the bullet hits her father. Yes, Elizabeth Keen did kill her father. And her memory of this was erased deliberately by her mother. By this time, the house has started to burn. Turns out that the father put the fulcrum in the bunny. Oh, adorable, right? Elizabeth goes back to the house, burning in fire, to get her bunny. Her mother soon rescues her though, but they both were burnt in this. And then Katerina agrees that she was the one who blocked all her memories of this. It would have been too much, and I agree. So now, here's the thing. The KGB is looking for Katerina Rostova because they believe that she has the fulcrum. The Cabal is looking for Katerina Rostova because they believe that she has the fulcrum. But she doesn't. She doesn't know where it is. But that doesn't matter. Two of the most ruthless organizations in the world are after her. So, what she decides is the ultimate sacrifice. She decides to abandon her daughter and go into hiding. She seeks the help of Ilya Koslov, an old KGB friend. Oh, and also the world is currently looking for Raymond Reddington because they all believe that he is still alive. Raymond had a lot of assets in his name, so Ilya Koslov pretending to be him, goes to the bank and withdraws all of it. Now we have heard the story before from Tom. Part of it was true. Ilya Koslov did pretend to be Raymond Reddington to withdraw all the cash for this one time. In this story then, Katerina realizes that a fake Raymond Reddington is quite important and can be used immensely. And now enters this lady. Yep, she is not Katerina Rostova. She is just a pawn created by Elizabeth Keene's grandfather to protect her child. So basically, Elizabeth Keene's grandfather wanted the world to know that Katerina was dead without actually killing her because she is her daughter. So he created this persona. He made the world believe that she was Katerina, and then he would kill her in front of some agents so that the whole world can relax that Katerina is finally dead. But that did not happen. Confused enough yet? The car blew up, but she did not die. Her husband did. The world still believed that she was Katerina Rostova, and her real name was now her alias. So now, James Spader's character Raymond Reddington knew where the real Katerina Rostova was being held, but was also protecting this old Katerina Rostova because he felt sorry for her. But then she realized that the real Katerina was still alive, and James Spader knew. So she kidnapped him to get to the truth, to get her freedom back. And then she realizes where Katerina was. She knows the truth now, so she must be gone, right Raymond? Okay. So this is why Raymond shot the old Katerina, because she knew the truth. Seems like to me that everyone who knows the truth has to die by Raymond. A consistent plot. Okay, I can go with it. Now this is where the real Katerina reveals to her daughter that she created someone who can protect her, who will be by her side all the time. Raymond Reddington, played by James Spader. Keep in mind that this episode does not answer the question where is Katerina Rostova right now and who is actually the Raymond Reddington played by James Spader. These two questions are still yet to be answered. So she created someone to help, and Ivan Stepanov was there to help her with it, hence an old friend. The story is all about you, Masha, protecting you and your daughter, says her mother. Okay, replies she. Now we have the why. Now I want the who. Who is Raymond Reddington? I mean, by this time, Doctor Who seems so normal, right? They might as well answer who is Doctor. But who is Raymond Reddington seems a bigger problem to the universe. Because right at this moment, Neville Townsend and his men come to the bunker, break the door, and kill everyone who is not important to the story. Fortunately, the three main characters, Denbei, Elizabeth, and Raymond, were able to hide in the secure bunker in the basement. But Elizabeth is shot in the stomach. Will this be the end of Elizabeth? I don't know. Maybe it is. In the secret bunker that they're hiding now, Raymond releases some chemical gas in the air, which basically blows up the entire place, and Neville Townsend is almost certainly dead, and a threat is now finally down. So the episode comes to an end. The next episode will be the season finale, but the show is not ending right now. But there is some breaking news, guys. Megan Boone is leaving the show, well, according to the reports at least, and it had been the plan of the writers to write her out slowly. So maybe she will die in this episode, or maybe she will inherit the blacklist and be in hiding with her mother. Who will be the next main character in the season 9? Will her mother be back? I can't answer that. At least not till the next week. The next week brings the season finale of season 8, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to watch that review. Thank you, and see you in the next episode of The Blacklist.